The Lafayette College Williams Visual Arts Building is a bridge between town and gown. It's a new gateway to a cultural visual arts district in downtown Easton. The first floor is a simple diagram of open, flexible spaces organized around a central service core. Each facade is carefully developed with respect to interior functions, site context, and an underlying proportioning system. Materiality, textures, depth, and scale, both human scale and campus scale, are very important. Interior spaces adapt to serve many needs, such as display, pre-function space, student critique space, and teaching opportunities. All spaces have direct connection to the outdoors, and layers of transparencies help link smaller spaces to greater spaces. Storage and program elements are articulated as furnishings placed within. Sculpture studios physically open to the outdoors. Brick is the oldest man-made material in the history of building. Castaway clinker brick, not intended for market, was used here. The overall patterning is evocative of ancient Byzantine or Persian brickwork. The interior condition is painted white and becomes more about texture and less about the individual module. Interior studios are open and flexible, with natural light flooding deeply within the space. Individual custom-designed storage modules can be configured to create larger, tough, durable work surfaces. Mechanical systems are carefully woven throughout the building and become a rich teaching model. The communal work sinks are fabricated from one rolled sheet of steel. They're adorned with expressive piping systems. All functional parts articulated down to the cruciform drain, which accentuates the sound of water draining. The simple task of washing a paintbrush becomes an event. Easels are designed for simplicity. Form follows function in its truest sense. Designed in the spirit of origami, one simple sheet of plywood cut, manipulated, and pulled apart to become a beautiful, functional, three-dimensional object. Adjustable accessories heighten the simplicity. Flexible, intimate, light-filled faculty studios feel part of the greater space. Large, movable tack walls and painting storage screens add to the dynamics and help define space. The natural Jackson Pollock light patina of the floor lets students know they need not be afraid to make mistakes.
Many of us held similar feelings about just pure rawness of certain materials and how they respond to one another. And Joe was able to take some of those interests and loves of material and find those kind of simple and crude mediums within what was already here and build on them, such as the simplest forms, steel, stone, and concrete and wood, and then build on not only how they can relate to one another in a very warm and comfortable and flexible way, but also how they can be incredibly useful and diverse in how we can be inspired by them.
What was your process like working with me to
establish what we really needed to teach, not following any kind of preconceived ideas as they exist. And we were fortunate, and I thank you again for the fact that you came in and met with us every 2 weeks. With us, a couple of students. And we literally got every square inch of this place exactly the way we wanted it. It makes it a pleasure to come to work every day. And the students, more than anything else, the students benefit from it. And that's what's here.
There's a nice connection between all of us. And what is interesting is we found, the more we worked side by side in this space, having the opportunity to have a real studio where you work, the more you find common ground with your colleagues. And that's really important. And we feed off of one another because of that.